What is going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be talking about my top lures of all time by best and how good the retrieve is, how many fish I catch, how big. So let's get in the video. At number 5, I have a rooster tail lure. It's got almost like a little bit of hair at the end. It's got a colorful body. There's multiple kinds you can get, all different colors, shapes, sizes. It's got a gold spinner, so if you'd like to have a shiny lure, this is what you want. So if it's really bright out, this is what you want, and muddy, because they can see it in the mud and it'll really stand out in the clear water. So this is just one of my favorite lures because it catches me bluegill, largemouth, pretty much anything that will eat a minnow. This is one thing that you really want to use if you're a real fisherman and go out for largemouth, smallmouth. Betcha this would pretty much catch anything. At number 4, we have the cricket lure. The cricket lure, which is green, black, and has a tongue at the end, so it'll dive down. If you do little jigs really quickly, then it will act like it's a hurt cricket, and those bluegill will go absolutely crazy over it. Those largemouth, I'm gonna try to push those bluegill aside and latch onto this and go boom. I love this because it catches pretty much everything, just like the rooster tail. But this is a newer one. I have an older one. This one is brand new, unboxed. This is a great lure. You should check them out. Just a cricket lure. Just look that up in Amazon or Bass Pro. You'll find this. Great lure. Now we're gonna head to some top water. Next 2 lures are gonna be top water. Right here at number 3, I have the torpedo. This thing is a bass catching machine. I caught my PB on this exact lure, 6 pounds, 4 ounces. It just blew it up. I didn't get it on camera, but it would have been awesome. That is a great lure because when it's in the water, this will spin. This will spin. It'll make these chatter inside. So it'll just shake. And those largemouths think it's a frog because you just jig it, jig, jig, jig. And they'll think it's a frog because it's super realistic to a frog. Because it's got the eye, the patterns. It's a perfect lure for largemouth. Bluegill will try to eat it, but they don't really get the latch on to it. It's got very loud noise, like I just showed you. Yeah, there's marks on it from largemouth just absolutely trying to annihilate it. This is one of my favorite because how big I catch. I've caught 4-pounder, 3-pounder, 6-pounder, just massive fish on this. If I were you, if you're a bass fisherman, I'd check out the torpedo. At number 2, you have the clown stick bait. This is a fish catching machine. It's got a tongue, lip, whatever you'd like to call it, major sound, 3 treble hooks, just so it'll easily latch on. This is a saugeye catching lure. If you fish for saugeye, which if you don't know what that is, it's a walleye and a sauger combined man-made fish. They cannot reproduce. I don't know why, but if you like saugeye, walleye, it'd probably catch all of them. Saugeye, walleye, sauger, then this is your lure because it will dip down. You can put little weights on the bottom. This one doesn't have any. It will make it so it won't sink as fast. Because in the cold, saugeye, you want to do it as slow as possible because they're not really moving fast. But then if you do a stop, do a quick little jig, that will trigger them to blow it up. This is a very good lure, highly recommend it because it's got the red and the gold and the silver and the white belly. So it looks like a juicy, good fish to eat. It's got like the black leftover on the eye, which I've never seen on any lure except this clown. I have multiple other stick baits, So let's go over those too. Okay, so I got 2 more stick baits. I don't know the name. These are great baits. These have the weights on the bottom of them, so they won't sink. They won't float either, so pretty much just stay. Let's go to number 1. All right, guys, so at number 1, we have the Big Joshy swim bait, AKA the fish monster. That's what I sometimes call it. It's because this thing will catch everything, literally everything. I've caught bluegill, I've caught saugeye, I've caught largemouth. I catch everything on this because this is a perfect, pretty much live minnow. When it's in the water, its tail spins around and it gives it great action for all those fish to see it and catch it. I love this for a largemouth lure because it is just a perfect. So if you're into bass fishing, saugeye fishing, walleye fishing, sauger fishing, this is your lure. It's plasticky but squishy, so it won't, like the teeth from saugeye, sauger, and walleye will not puncture it. I've used, I think, this same one before, and it's still perfect condition. Just slide just a jig head hook through right here, come out the top, and it will be just absolutely perfect. This is one of my favorite baits. I think it's number 1 out of all of them. Tell me what your favorite is. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe to see it.